Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Mlimtia, how are you? How are you? How are you? Chiri yo, how is your life? Kati, here we go. Continuing with our wonderful conversations about my challenges in the military. 16 years in the making. Actually, we are going to 17 years in a few months here. Like, in 2 months, we're going to be at 17 years. Kati, those many years is what I'm bringing together. And I'm saying, why don't we have a conversation? Kubanga, here is the thing. Why is it that we are allowing our own children to make the same mistakes we made? Personally, I have one who's joining currently. He's trying to go ROTC. He's going to college. In fact, this weekend I'm taking him to college. He's going to do his first week of training before school starts. So I would hate to not put this information out there. Well, he's a guy, so most of my issues have been feminine. That they are taking the same path. Please allow me. My name is Christine Birungi, and I am here to share and continue sharing my crazy challenges in 16 years of being in the service, especially the army. Kati, I'm wearing my socks. I'm trying to get ready for work. So please excuse me as usual. We discussed so many things already. Banange, we discussed my hair, the challenges I've gone through, trying to get my hair together to make sure that I can present myself professionally. I brought up the issue of my weight. Sebo, I'm talking about my weight, but I would like you to look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, do I look professional enough? Even if you've had babies, are you professional? Because this profession requires you to be fit, strong, agile, ready to move, shoot, and communicate. Can you do that, my dear sister? Can you do that? Can you do that? I'm not saying I'm there yet. Look at my pooch. But one day at a time, after baby number 2 in the last 2 years, I am working on myself. I am working on myself to get into better shape. You guys, it's not easy, especially after you're 40. So my suggestion is, if a young lady wants to have babies, Moana, you do it when you're still young. Knock it out. Kubanga, it's not as easy to get back in shape after you get to the 40s, or after you've been broken and beaten down in the military. Kubanga said, for me, my knees have been beaten down from jumping from the planes. My body has been torn apart depending on the units you've been with. So it's not very easy to get back in shape after you have a baby. Nga your body has been already battered. Twayogede ku weight ekyo tukite, right? Netwogera ku loneliness. Take care of your soldiers. Make sure your soldiers are covered. Family, check in on your soldier. I'm just reminding you, banange, munange betwavuddawo netwogera ku communication in marriage. Communication in marriage, or even before you get married. Because if you don't communicate your needs to your soldier, your requirements, or if you don't communicate with your person, a lot of things will fall into the crack. Olina atuuka mu bufumbo nakugamba, I never knew. We talked about statistics. We talked about the reason why I was like, I need to find someone. We talked about my bad relationship that I got sucked up into. Mwana, omusajja yanfela. omusajja yanfela. Because I was so lonely, I was not able to understand what was happening. Omusajja yanfela. Like, there is predators out there, young ladies. Be careful. Bonna balowooza nti bwe baba nga beekutte ku muwala ali mu magye, therefore their life is set. They are going to be over US citizens or something like that. So my dear sister, be very, very careful. Then we talked about statistics of marriage. Me, I'm in the 1%. I'm married to a non-military spouse. My spouse has no clue what the military is, but it's my job also to teach him about it. I communicate with my spouse consistently and teach him about the military. And I am consistent. And I am also considerate. I'm very, very considerate when it comes to the situations where omuntu afuna orders. Okitegeera, bw'ofuna orders, you just come at your spouse and you tell them we are going here, or do you respectfully share that information? Kati olwaleero tuzze tugambe nti now that all of that stuff is being completed, it's done, you have joined. What do you do to stay? And if your interest is doing 20 years or making it the most fruitful career of your life, because it can be like a lifetime of fruitfulness for you and your family. Like I was telling somebody recently, we worked on getting Francis into college. Naye omanyi okutambula nga tulina yadde n'ekikumi ky'olina kusasula for a semester of college, and we know next year we can use the same tactics and come out with zero bills simply because of this job. So it can be a fruitful job for you, your children, and your spouse. But how do we do it so that we can stay? Abasirikale bangi bayingira amagye nga balowooza nti it's a walk in the park. It is not. And most of you join the military to use the military. Good luck. Kubanga, what you're doing is you're missing out on the best part of the military, because your mentality is, I'm going in to get mine and get out. Karma will come and bite you. Okitegeera. Because it's not yours. Come. Give it your best. Put your best foot forward. Serve. And the universe will give right back to you. Okitegeera. If you think that you're coming here and you're supposed to become holy and mighty because you joined the military, that is not how it works. You have to apply the principles that are being taught to you. If you come in and you do not apply the principles, the warrior ethos, the creeds into your life and your standards, it is not going to work for your child. Mwabazadde balowooza nti no, when a child joins the military, they are going to be perfect. Or ebizibu byongo omuzadde obiwonye. Bw'oba omwana omukuzizza bubi era omwana agenda kukwata empisa zembi azireete mu magye bamugobe sinakindi agende mu kkomera, because we hold them to the standard that you didn't. For us, we hold the line. We hold them to the standard and we make sure that they do right, because if they don't, they will be in trouble. So raise your children. Send them off. Mubabuulirire. Kubanga when they come into an institution that is best off of standards, that's how people end up in jail. Ojjukira kiri kye nabagambako oba mukijjukira nabagambako nti abaana baffe Abannayuganda balowooza nti we are usable because we are young Ugandan women. Nojja nolowooza oyo omuwala Munnayuganda ne bwe namutextingira ebyekisiru talina gy'ajja kuloopa. Mwana munnange oyinza okuba nga tolowooza nti no talina gy'ajja kuloopa nga talinga nga Christine ayinza okusirika n'agamba I don't have time to deal with that nonsense. N'agenda n'agitwala ewa Spiria we n'akiroopa. Ate omwana omulenzi n'atandika okugamba nti oyo omuwala yangobye mu magye, but you're not telling all of the truth. You are a rotten cabbage among the other cabbages. Banage mukuza abaana, don't bring rotten cabbages. They will continue to be rotten. and they will destroy others. If you come in the military going MPCMB, you will end up in jail. So it behooves you while you're in basic training, write down the ethos, write down the principles, follow them to the T. That is the only way you can change your behavior. Abazadde, that is the only way they can change, if they actually follow the ethos and the creeds and learn them by heart. Now that you've gotten to your unit, get a mentor. Abaana baffe tebalina ba mentors. Oba munange, at the same time, actually, I don't blame them, because even for me, I failed to get a mentor. However, I had a wonderful young man, Master Sergeant Lugwama. If I call him, even when I'm downrange, and I ask him a question and say, hey, nimo meeting eno nsobeddwa nemeddwa mbuze, what can I do? Akubuuza subject eri kuki, bambamba nga kugamba kola bwoti. Ekitegeera, but that shouldn't be the time you talk to a mentor. Talking to a mentor should be a consistent, once in a month checking in, this is my progress, this is where I'm at. Untegeera. And also, it is very hard for a woman to get a mentor who's a man. It's very hard. Right now, my mentor is a man. But it's kind of like really hard. He has to be a very understanding man who knows the intimacy of being in a married relationship and being in the military. Who's an understanding, almost father-like material. Nga akimanyi nti oli mufumbo, olina okukuma obufumbo bwo, ate akimanyi olina abaana, ate akimanyi olina career gy'oyagala okukyusinga. Kati abeera alina okuwakingira within those lines to see how they can best guide you. Okitegeera. Get mentors. You've joined. Okay, congratulations. You passed basic training, you passed AIT. Find a mentor. Find a mentor. Young ladies, there is a lot of women out there. If you see a woman who's doing how you want to do, reach out to them. Email them. Tell them, I want you to guide me through this process. Abasinga mutya okwogera ne bannayuganda bannammwe, because we have sowed a seed of mistrust in the community. Not everybody is the same, but I completely understand. For me, when I'm mentoring or guiding someone and I realize they are not actually adhering to the things that I share, or even sometimes they don't answer you. They only come when they want something or a question. You just say, okay, you know what? They don't trust me. Fine. I will stand by. If they have a question, they can send it. They can send me the question. I'll answer it. No problem. They are not interested in being your a mentor, a mentee. But okay. Abana Uganda, we don't trust each other. That's the problem. That's why our young women do not have mentors. And that's why I'm here. So you don't have to call me to be your mentor, but you can come and see these videos and be like, oh, okay, now that I've joined, I need a mentor. Munagundi ali luddawa. Kanaonye, ani asobola okunyamba. Perhaps you can find someone to call if you need me to get you numbers of people that I might know within your field that can help you. Reach out, I'll find. Jagena kukwanira abantu. Jagena kukwanire omuntu mu reaching out on Teams mugambe, hey buddy, nyamba ako nina wano omwana ayagala buyambi. It's nothing I've never done before. Banange, let's get mentors. Let's get to our unit. When we get to our unit, Banange jukira nti you are fresh in a new sea. Buli kimu kyonna ky'omanyi okuva waka kiteke wabbali. As a Ugandan American young woman, young man, anything that you think you know, please throw in the trash, start something new. Grab what you got from basic training, bring it with you to work. If you follow the principles and the ethos, the creeds, and you listen to them carefully, that is how we operate. Respect your elders. When I say respect your elders, I mean respect the rank. I don't care if you're 40 years old and you join the military and you find me and I'm higher ranking than you. Do yourself a favor. Don't be disrespectful and demeaning because you're 45 years old. You're digging a hole for yourself. Because for us, we don't see age, we see the rank. The rank equals experience. Tobeerawo n'ogamba bannange ndi musajja mukulu akaana ne kanjirako ne kampisa bubi ne kampisaamu amaaso. Tekakuyisa mu maaso, kagezako kugamba nti waliwo ebintu by'otamanyi bye kamanyi. Experience that they have that you need to get from them. Bwakugamba nti no bwe nkugamba nti kola ABCD njagala okikole, kitegeeza nti alina gye yakijje. If someone gave them an order and they are bringing it to you, they are not disrespecting you. They're not going to come and tell you, Munnange no, Captain so-and-so told me we are supposed to do this, so I'm coming to tell you. Tagenda kweyogerako bwati. Captain agenda mugamba, I need this done. Then she's going to turn around to you and come and say, I need this done. And then you're going to be like, who are you? Who do you think you are? Mukwano, kakana, humility. Exercise humility. Kakana, omusirikale oyo alina amuwadde order. Era naye agenda kujjaaji kuwe akitransferring akugambye kino okukolebwa. She's meeting the mission that was given, the order that was given to her or him. Kati when you get in there way by being, I think in Uganda they call it egumite. I don't know if it's the right word. Bw'obeera omukalubo n'ogamba nti ono mwana manyira ntya angamba ntya ekyokukola, you've come to be told what to do. So do it, execute, be in the right place, be in the right uniform at the right time. Understood? Next time, we shall continue on what you need to do. After you have been a good soldier and you've been in the right uniform in the right place at the right time, there are quirks and benefits you can get from being that stellar person who listens to instructions, who listens to orders. Things that some of us didn't do. Those things, they kept us back. Okitegeera kubanga twalina eggumite nga tulowooza ongamba otya mwana, what can you, who are you, who am I, who are ye? We didn't have that guidance. I'm telling you, when you come and you show up, buli kimu ekiri eri mu basic training AI tekiwedde. Weewombeeke. Sergeant, what do you need me to do? Sergeant, I'm about to be done. I'm done with this. When should I come back? Beera muwombeefu. Be kind. But also be firm. Because you don't want other soldiers to walk all over you. Be firm. Next time we are going to talk about the things you can do in those first 2 years, 3 years that can catapult you to the top or make you look really, really wholesome so that every rank you're supposed to get to, you get to it in the right time. Take care. Akume mubere bulungi. I'll see you next time.